Driving the track. I'm the gorilla these niggas trying to war with. I chase their ass back to the shore, back to their warships. Porch monkeys, they try to chump me, jumping off porches. Suicide, you killed yourself, I just coerced it. Horse shit, Animal House, here come this horse stick. In the bestiality and sore lips. In that bitch, an octopus in a sword.
I'm waiting on more people to join, but it's just something because it looks crazy. Like, why is he sitting in this room laughing? I want to talk about the battle. I want to talk about the battle between Rayvon and Joey Badass. Daylight is also a part of it. Daylight and Reason, Reason entered the chat, but I was thinking about this dude that dissed me last summer. And I chose not to directly respond to him. I responded subliminally, you know what I'm saying? But I chose not to directly respond. I'm so competitive that I had to fucking say something, but I never acknowledged him. I never openly, blatantly, directly acknowledged him. I did do a live stream with him. I did a live, so it's like you could almost say well, if you're willing to live stream with him, well, no, fuck that, because nuance matters. The devil is in the details, right? If somebody who's on the spectrum, if somebody who's on the spectrum disses you and you cook them, that's not a win. That's not a win because it's well, you know what I mean? It's almost like beating up a kid. But that's not what made me laugh. What I was thinking about was Benny33. What up? What up? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. What's up? What we got in here? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do for a living. Let me know how old you are. What's up? Oh shit. Okay. I feel like I'm somebody, man. Y'all making me feel like a somebody. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how old you are. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do for a living. Veronica Rodriguez, how you doing? What's up? Is it O Finley or Finley? What I do for a living is working out. You work out? Okay. Are you a pro bodybuilder?
Best not miss.
Or are you trying to get your pro card? Benny33, you are someone. Hey man, I appreciate that. You're someone too. Right now I got my mixtape playing, that's what you hear. But this is what I hope, right? When I go live, I hope that the people in the chat are tapped into the same shit that I'm tapped into. Because otherwise you can't really have a discussion. Has anybody checked out the battle between Joey Badass and Rayvon? Has anybody checked it out? North Carolina, 33 repair gas turbines for a global energy company. It sounds like you make good money, bro. Sounds like you making some good money, man. So hey, salute to you. Get that money. That's what's up. Joshua Santos, that's what's up, bro. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. You do all right? Yeah. My day job is CNC programming, CNC machining. So I do all right. 8 years old from the United States. Okay. Benny33, you should be doing this. Yeah, man, I'm trying to go live. Turn the volume down. I don't know how loud it is on your end. Yeah, I'm trying to go live with more regularity. I'm trying to get the channel to 2,000 subs. It's been slow, and I'm trying to figure out because this is what happened, right? I produced a video about Shedeur Sanders falling in the NFL draft. And I produced that video and I uploaded it like the same day he got drafted. You know what I mean? Like or it was either this. I think Shador got drafted on a Saturday, and I uploaded my video on a Sunday. So the point that I'm making is that with YouTube, timing is very important. It's very, very important. Like if you make a like right now, like for instance, okay, Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times like last week, right? Right now is the time for you to make a video about Tory Lanez and the stabbing, right? Right now is the best time to do it. If you wait 6 months and do a video about Tory Lanez, that video is probably gonna underperform. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna just collect dust. So timing, like the videos that I've uploaded that did real well, timing was like the most important thing. More important than keywords, more important than like the format, more important than like the editing, like more important than the things that you think are important. It was really the timing. Like the reason why my BBL Drizzy remix did really well was the timing. I did a video about 50 Cent versus Diddy at the end of 2023. I did that video and it did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it. So anyway, I did this video about Shador, and I did everything like according to like the rules and regulations, right? According to like the same recipe. And the video got less than 100 views. I also did a video about Shannon Sharpe and his scandal, his situation, and it got like less than 300 views. So it didn't make me decide to quit making YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna quit, I'm not gonna give up, but it made me decide to take a step back and say, okay, I'm doing something wrong because I'm working harder as opposed to working smarter. I'm working harder instead of working smarter. I got like 400 videos on my YouTube channel, but I got less than 2,000 subs. I know YouTubers that have like 40 videos, but 20,000 subs. Because they're getting more bang for their buck, so to speak. That sounds like some old school, like white people shit, but and I don't want to offend the white people, but white people are white people. But I uploaded, I know people, not personally, but I've seen YouTubers online that don't have a whole lot of videos. They don't have a lot of, they don't even have close to 100 videos, but they have 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, because they're getting more mileage out of each upload. They're getting more watch time, more subscribers out of each upload. So that's what I need to break into. I need, instead of me uploading a million videos and trying to get one subscriber per video, and you know what I'm saying, what you really want to do is upload one video and get like 100 subscribers from that one video and get like 1,000 hours of watch time from that one video. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to do. You don't want to just say like, oh well, fuck it, I'm gonna just crank out 1 million videos and try to get as many subscribers as I can and as much watch time, because that's hustling backwards. That's working harder instead of working smarter. So I decided to take a step back from making so I re-uploaded a video this morning. I was multitasking. I re-uploaded a video this morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I did a freestyle to an old 50 Cent track. I'm an Animal. It's on my channel right now, Animal, and it's probably gonna crack like 100 views before the day is out, right? And for a small YouTube channel, like, so I've done the research, right? If you have 1,000 subscribers and you can get like 140 views per upload, that's actually good. Now, obviously, you don't want 140. You want 1,400, 14,000, 14 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want. But if you can upload a video and you're a small YouTuber, you got 1,000 subs, but you're consistently getting like 100 views, 200 views, 300 views. That's not bad. That's actually good according to the research, according to the statistics. But I've had videos that just underperform, like, I mean, just insane underperformance. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Shador Sanders video I did, that video should have done way better. Because it was everything it was supposed to be. It had the right format, the right keywords, the timing was right, everything was right, but the video still underperformed. So those types of experiences made me say that, okay, bro, I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm clearly doing something wrong. So I got to hold myself accountable, because it's not like YouTube, it's not like the YouTube algorithm has something against me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be some crazy paranoid shit. But clearly I'm doing something wrong, because I'm making progress, but it's coming too slow. It's coming too slow. And I can say that because there's so many other YouTubers that are having more. And it's not like a jealousy thing or an envy thing. It's just common sense. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 400 videos, but like 1,900 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not great. That's not great. You know what I'm saying? That's above average, but it's not great. So I decided to take a break and say, okay, well, let me refocus, right? Because I do music content, but I also do fitness content. So I decided, like, okay, I need to refocus. I need to take my mind and kind of go back to, I don't know, back to like 2021, like go back to 2020, go back to when I first started my YouTube channel. And I didn't have any expectations, because that's the thing. Expectation, they say what? Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to other people, it kind of diminishes who you are. It kind of diminishes what you accomplished. It's the same thing with YouTube. If you're uploading videos and you have an expectation for how well or how poorly your videos are going to perform, it can kind of fuck up the experience of making YouTube videos. Deepak Sahu. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna be offended by it. I don't know what you just said to me, so I'm gonna just take it as disrespect. Fuck you. Nah, I don't mean that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. But anyway, man, I'm talking about all this shit. What I really wanted to talk about is I wanted to know, is anybody else tapped into this Joey Badass and Ray Vaughn battle? Daylight is a part of it, but in my eyes, it's really a battle. Joey Badass is trying to convince himself, because the people don't believe it. We don't believe it. Joey Badass is trying to convince himself that he's bigger than Ray Vaughn. And you can. Is Joey Badass bigger than Ray Vaughn musically? I don't know, because Joey Badass ain't got no hits. Like, he has talent, but he ain't got no hits. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about him. In order for you to say you're bigger than somebody in music, that's what it boils down to. Like, that's what you really have to use as like as a barometer, as a metric. That's what you have to break it down to. Man, how many records have you sold? You know what I'm saying? How many plaques do you have? How high has your music charted? That's what it boils down to. So from that standpoint, Joey Badass really ain't bigger than Ray Vaughn. Now, as an entertainer, Joey Badass is bigger than Ray Vaughn, because Joey Badass is not just a rapper, he's an actor. So as an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a celebrity overall, yes, he's bigger than Ray Vaughn. But as a rapper, like purely as an MC, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? He's not really bigger than Ray Vaughn, because Joey Badass, he's talented, but he ain't really done shit for real. Like, he ain't got, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you just got to be real about that shit. It's like, the nigga got talent, but he ain't selling like fucking, he ain't doing like NBA YoungBoy numbers or Little Baby numbers, and he ain't really selling records for real. And that's what it boils down to. So in order for you to feel like you're bigger than somebody, you gotta have something that you can within the proper context. Because if I'm a rapper and an actor, and you're just a rapper, but I'm more popular than you as an actor, but I'm not necessarily more popular than you as a rapper, I can't really flex on you because in the proper context, I'm not bigger than you. I'm bigger than you as a celebrity. Like, again, Joey Badass is bigger than Ray Vaughn as a celebrity, right? In that sense. But as an MC, like just as an MC, just as a rapper, Joey Badass really ain't bigger than Ray Vaughn, man. Like, so come on, man. Especially like, I'm in Ohio. I'm in Akron, Ohio. I'm in the Midwest right now. Man, Joey Badass don't get no rotation in the Midwest. He don't. Like you don't drive down the street. Look, I can show you. You see that? That's my view, right? It's not the best. It's actually kind of weird because I can see somebody's house right there. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's driving down the streets of Akron, Ohio, listening to fucking Joey Badass. That's not the shit on Joey because just because you're not popular in a certain region, that don't mean that you're not popular in any region. I'm clear about that. And just because, I mean, listen, when it comes to like lyricism, like when it comes to like the most lyrical rappers, they tend to not be that popular because the average person, the average cat listener, they just want to hear a song that reminds them of music that they loved in the past. That's the reason why sampling is so popular in music as a whole, but especially in hip hop, because it's the easiest way to make a hit. And it's part of the reason why me personally as a songwriter, I don't really like to lean on samples that much. Have I rapped to samples? Have I used samples? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is kind of based on the sample, you know what I'm saying? On vinyl records and all that shit. But I always try to step outside the box and create something that's new and innovative. You know what I'm saying? Because it's taking candy from a baby for you to take a song that was like a #1 smash hit 30 years ago and just take the same track and put your vocals on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? If your version of that song takes off, keep it a buck, my nigga. That song didn't really take off because you were spitting on that shit or because you were so nasty and so vicious on the mic. Chances are, bro, that shit took off because it was already a hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. So when niggas lean on samples, like they lean on them heavily, I kind of look at it like you need a crutch, bro. Like you don't know how to create something that's truly original and make it good at the same time. A lot of rappers struggle with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't just pick a beat that's not something that they immediately recognize. Like, damn, okay, well, this beat is dope, but it don't sound like nothing I ever heard before. A lot of artists struggle with that. Like, they'll listen to a beat and be like, yo, this is a dope beat. But because it don't really sound like nothing I ever heard before, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to rap to it. That's a very true thing for a lot of artists, bro. Like they'll hear a beat and be like, okay, well, I like the drum pattern and I like the melody and, you know, I like the feeling that it's giving me, the vibe. But because it don't remind them of something that they already heard before, they struggle to come up with lyrics. They struggle to be able to rap to it. Bro, if you want to chef me up, then just do it. Don't do it in the comment section. And subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell for notifications. All right? With your desperate ass. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck, if you gonna do it, then do it. Just do it. I appreciate it, right? Because if you chef me right, all I'm gonna do is make it that much more painful for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just get real sadistic on your ass. I'm gonna just go straight jigsaw on your ass. You know what I'm saying? The harder you go, the harder I go. Pause. But the harder you go, the harder I go, bro. Like, what the fuck? Do it. Cook me. Try. And while you're here, check out the Fire Breathing Dragon Files playlist. I want you to listen to the Fire Breathing Dragon Files playlist that's on my channel. And then I want you to come back and tell me if you really think if you think you're really ready for what, I bring to the table. You feel me? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. Don't be shy. Have you checked out the Joey Badass and Ray Von battle? That's what I really want to talk about. Like my mind, like I go off on tangents and get to talking about other shit, but I come back to like, you know, my thesis. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to talk about though. The Joey Badass, I can't even say it's heating up. It's already red hot. Now, a lot of people, even Joey Badass, a lot of people don't know who Joey Badass is. And even more people, or even fewer people, know who Ray Von is.
Take a look at it.
So this battle is really a battle for like the hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not really tapped into it all like that, then you know what I'm saying? I might as well be speaking another language right now. You're not gonna understand anything I'm saying. You're gonna be like, well, who? Ray who? Joey who? What's up? Don't be shy. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. Don't be shy. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Also, anybody that's actually joined the channel, check out the Fire Breathing Dragon Files playlist, man. That's original lyrics, all my lyrics, but some original songs, some remixes, some freestyles. I got a little bit of everything. I got the whole enchilada. I got the whole kit and caboodle. I didn't want to say either of those things. I was trying to think of some other shit to say, but I couldn't think of what I really wanted to say. It'll come to me once I end this live. That's how, you know, that's how life works. See, now it's bugging me because I can't really think of what the fuck I was trying to say. There was a big ass word that I was trying to use. That's the thing about $10 words. When you don't use them on a day-to-day basis, you will fuck around and forget them. Even though, like, I'm always reading and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm always learning new words. But sometimes, like, I've forgotten a lot of fucking new words because you don't really use those words on a day-to-day basis. Like, they're not practical words. They're not like everyday words. Or I guess layman's terms. You're not speaking in layman's terms. But yo, I was talking to my guy, man. I'm like, bro, only a squad. Stay consistent, healthy, focused, motivated every day. Always remember, if you don't believe in your goals and dreams, who are going to believe in you? That's what Pops used to say. Hey, man, I appreciate that energy. I appreciate that message. I appreciate the sentiment, the thought. Like, that's dope. Because it's real. Like, there was, so last year I had a little fling with, I don't know if I could, I guess a cougar, right? I had a little fling with a little cougar, right? And when she met me, and this was a very short fling, it was only a couple months, but when she met me, she didn't know I made music or that I was like a content creator for real. And I can be very like boastful, right? I can be very cocky in my music. And yeah, I do work out. I actually have some workout videos on my YouTube channel. If you check out only_Wallace Fitness, if you check out my fitness playlist, you can see some of my workouts. Eastside, Detroit, okay. From the D, the dirty D, damn it. Eastside, Detroit, food service director, caterer part-time. Okay, that's what's up, man, getting that money. You got your own caterer service? That's what's up. What's up? That's big boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, owning your own business. Gotta respect that. But yeah, what's that? Rick's Advo. Man, I'm fucking up. Rick's Advocating. Rick's Advocating. Rick's Advocating. Rick's Advocating. Yeah, I do work out. I do. I actually wanted to go to the gym today, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to renew my gym membership, which my gym membership is only like fucking $25, so I can do it tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to work out today, but I'm probably gonna be back in the gym tomorrow because I'm not really concentrating on making music as much because this is what I've realized, right? And it's common sense. I'm kind of dumb for not understanding this earlier, but you can. I mean, it's not that I didn't understand it. It's just how it's all about how seriously I took it. Now I'm taking it like deathly serious, like as serious as life and death, because it is life and death for your career. If you're serious about your career, serious about your craft. You can rap till the cows come home, and you can come up with the most creative, wittiest, thought-provoking, inspired, just touched by God type of punchlines and metaphors, right? You can come up with the sickest raps that you can think of, like just the most, just genius, just brilliant shit, right? Just brilliant. If you don't get out here, like physically, like nigga, if you don't physically get out in the world and like meet new people, you're basically wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where I'm reshifting my focus, where I really want to get back in tip-top shape. Around the pandemic, right before the pandemic started, this is like February, March 2020. I was in the best shape of my life. And I'm always in, you know, good shape, but I was in like tip-top shape. Like I was like Hugh Jackman, like ready for a Marvel movie, like Wolverine type shit. I was in tip-top shape. And I want to get back to that. I want to get back to being in tip-top shape, and I want to actually enter some bodybuilding competitions. You know what I'm saying? I actually want to do some shows just because it'll give me a chance to travel and meet new people. And the same thing with music. I got to start hitting the road. I got to start traveling to different states and cities and going to different concerts, and open mics, and poetry nights, and festivals and conventions. I got to start moving around. And what I really want to do is physically link up with the artists that I've collaborated with online. That's what I would like to do. I'd like to go link up with the producers that I met online, with the rappers that I met online. That's what I want to do. So just because I kill multiple birds with one stone, they give me a chance to create content, make new content, create new music, you know, get watch time. Why? Because you want to see a YouTuber doing interesting shit or talking about interesting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to just like, you don't like, I'm not going to be doing a bunch of videos like this where I just moved into my apartment. I don't have all of my furniture and shit yet. So you don't want to just watch a YouTuber sitting in his bedroom talking about like his philosophy on hip hop and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not good content. You want something that's engaging, that's entertaining, you know, so you need something that's visually stimulating. So that's the reason why like I go live from the gym, because a lot of people don't work out. Or if they do work out, they've never actually worked out in a gym, like a real commercial gym. Or commercial mainstream, in a real gym. I go live from the studio because a lot of people make music, but they've never actually recorded in like a nice studio, like a professional quality studio. They've been performing in like, they've been recording in like bedroom studios their whole life, or bathroom studios their whole life. So I try to show people shit that's interesting, you know what I'm saying? That's different from like what they normally see. And that's part of the reason why like I really need to start going on the road and just showing people new shit. So that's the goal. Like that's the goal, and that's what I really want to do this summer, start moving around. Because just making music and putting videos up on my YouTube channel, it's not enough. It's not enough. I need to do more. And I need to get off my phone. I need to stop making YouTube videos on my phone and start making them on the laptop so I can make more polished videos. I can, you know what I mean? I can do more. You know what I'm saying? I want to go get a camera. Like I really want to just step it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? And maximize this shit. Because I'm not going to give up on something that I've invested so much time and energy into. Play that back. Study it. Memorize it. Try to duplicate it. Try to replicate it. Mind too complicated. Who else we got? If I don't get, I've had like a bunch of people join and then leave. If I don't get very many more people, then I'll probably end this stream. See, I just have a couple people join. What up? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do for a living. Let me know how old you are. And talk to me. Let me know. Are you tapped into the Joey Badass? We got an East Coast versus West Coast beef going on right now, and I love it. It's beautiful. I love the ignorance. I love the insults. I love the threats of bodily harm. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. I love the hate. You know what I mean? Like that shit just it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. You know. I love it. I love the confrontation. I love the animosity, the anger, the vitriol. I love it. But yeah, battling is good for hip hop. We need more of this shit. Battling is good for hip hop. It raises interest. It raises interest. It raises awareness. It raises the stakes. It raises the performance value. It increases the level of difficulty, right? Because the more you go back and forth with somebody, the more you kind of have to force yourself. The more you go back and forth with somebody, the more you have to force yourself to be creative, right? Because it's easy if you can kill somebody with one diss track, you don't really have to work that hard. Like if you call yourself a rapper, you call yourself Mike Conley, looking at, why would I be offended by that, bro? Mike Conley is in the NBA. Mike Conley in the NBA getting that NBA money. You know what I mean? Has Mike Conley ever been an all-star? I don't think Mike Conley's ever been an all-star. But Mike Conley, I fuck with Mike Conley. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do for a living. Let me know how old you are. But yeah, like the more you go back and forth with somebody, the more it challenges yourself and your competition. Because if you can kill somebody with one diss track, then that's easy work. That's light work. But if you got to keep going back to the well, you got to keep going back to the kitchen and cooking up more shit. Like, damn, okay, I did 1 round. That wasn't enough. I did 2 rounds. I did 3 rounds. I did 4 rounds. I did 5 rounds. It's making you a better rapper. Like this battle is gonna make. You got Daylight time. You got Daylight. I mean, Daylight is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Like no doubt. Like I fuck with Daylight. Like Daylight is one of the sickest motherfuckers in the world. Like he can really rap his ass off. But Daylight is Daylight can he can lose you. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those lyricists. His lyricism is so dense. I guess density is a good way to put it, or maybe I don't know. Let me know. But his lyricism is so dense. You know what I'm saying? That like you almost gotta like cut through that shit. You almost gotta try to cut through it to really understand it sometimes. But Daylight is nasty. Like that. Listen, I don't think Ray Vaughn or Joey Badass are better rappers than Daylight. Like Daylight is that nigga. Like he can really rap. But they're talented. They're definitely talented. Joey Badass is talented. Ray Vaughn is talented. And to me, like it's a pleasant surprise because I didn't know who the fuck Ray Vaughn was at all. I had no clue who Ray Vaughn was. Mike Conley definitely was an all-star in 2021. He might just get his number retired as a Minnesota Timberwolves player. Yeah, Mike Conley, man. I fuck with Mike Conley. Who you got? Do you have Minnesota or do you have OKC coming out of the West? And who do you have coming out of the East? Do you have the Knicks or do you have the Pacers? Wallace, that's what I love about Daylight. He makes you think, and I'm a thinker. That's why I gravitate to Eminem and the late great Juice WRLD. Man, I've met a couple people that were big Juice WRLD fans. And the only thing that I caught from Juice WRLD were like a couple singles. So I never really got into. I need to go check out some Juice WRLD because I've heard people talk about Juice WRLD like as a lyricist, and like I've never heard anything from him that made me like look at him like a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? But I need to go check it out because now I'm thinking about it. What's up? Who just joined the chat, man? Who just joined the live stream? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do for a living. Let me know how old you are, man. Talk to me. I talk back. And let me know if you're tapped in. Are you tapped into this this East Coast versus West Coast? East Coast versus West Coast drama. To me, this is, listen, calling people out, taking shots at people, it is hip hop, right? Like, that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, going back to KRS-One and fucking MC Shan and, you know what I mean, The Bridge Is Over, and, you know what I mean, and Jay-Z, Nas, fucking Ice Cube and NWA, you know, just, you can name a bunch of classic battles, you know what I'm saying? Calling motherfuckers out, taking shots, that's hip hop. But you can also call it corny. Like, two things can be true. Joey Badass taking the shot at Kendrick, it was just, it's weird. It's like, it's hip hop, but it's also weird because, and that's what Ray Vaughn was pointing out in his responses and his diss tracks to Joey Badass, where he's like, Joey Badass he's cool with the TDE Cam. He just did a freestyle. He just did a cypher with Ab Soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's weird. It's like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to elevate your profile. You're trying to raise your profile. I get it, because at this point, if you're not like a hardcore hip hop fan, you don't really know a lot about Joey Badass's music. You don't. If you listen to like Doja Cat and NBA Youngboy and Drake, right? You're probably not the type of hip hop fan, because all three of those artists are hip hop fans. Like, Doja Cat does rap. Drake obviously does rap, right? But if you're that type of rap fan, like, you like listening to like trendy music, like trendy like singles and shit, if you're that type of rap fan, you probably don't know shit about Joey Badass. You know what I'm saying? So Joey Badass is intelligent enough to understand that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he took a shot at Kendrick, because he knew what it would do for his profile. Like, right now, little old me, I'm talking about Joey Badass right now, and it all came from him taking a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, if you trace it back to the root, trace it back to the source, the reason I'm talking about Joey Badass right now is because he put himself in a conversation with Kendrick by saying Kendrick's name in a diss track. You know what I'm saying? The question is Kendrick ever going to directly respond? I don't think Kendrick is ever going to directly respond. I think Kendrick will say a subliminal at some point, because Kendrick is a competitor. You know, he's a rapping ass rapper. Kendrick is going to give Joey Badass a subliminal at some point, whether it's, you know, later on this year or next year. Kendrick works on Kendrick's time. That's something I respect about Kendrick too. The way Kendrick raps is kind of like the way like Nikola Jokic plays basketball. Like, Jokic doesn't let anybody speed him up. Same thing with Luka. Luka don't let nobody speed him up. Kendrick don't let nobody speed him up. Kendrick works the way he wants to work. Like, just imagine Aaliyah, if she didn't pass away, she would have been a triple threat, acting, singing, probably doing Broadway. Juice WRLD died before he can even blossom. Yeah, true. And the way he died, like, I mean, death is it's fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you enjoy life, if you enjoy the little things, if you enjoy fresh air, if you enjoy a sunny day, if you enjoy going swimming, you know what I'm saying? If you enjoy driving around with the windows down, you know what I'm saying, with the music playing loud, if you enjoy just the little things about life, not even like the major shit, not even like the more aspirational shit, if you enjoy the little things about life, death is kind of scary. It's like, damn, I'm never going to be able to experience the little things ever again. It's kind of scary. But if you die at the age of 100, You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sound as bad as overdosing basically in an airport. Like that's basically how Juice WRLD died. He overdosed in an airport. That's a real fucked up way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real fucked up way to go. Or just anybody who dies afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be in fear the moment you die. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody dies violently, it's like it's even more tragic. It's even more, you know, like bone chilling in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even more horrific because it's like you know that motherfucker was afraid at the time he died. You know what I'm saying? You know he was afraid. He was getting fucking shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about the way Nipsey died, when you think about the way Tupac died, when you think about, you know what I mean? That's a fucked up way to go. Like you don't want your last moments on earth to be like a fear, to be filled with fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, Aaliyah would be you know, she would be what Beyonce is now. You know what I'm saying? Like she would be, Aaliyah would be Aaliyah will be what Rihanna is now. She will be what Beyonce is now. Aaliyah would be, you know, she would have been what Whitney Houston was. You know what I'm saying? Like just as far as the level of, I'm not talking about the ability to sing. I'm talking about just the success. You know what I mean? I grew up on AZ, LL Cool J, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Cool G Rap, Poor Righteous Teachers, MC Light, Big L, EPMD, Biz Marquee, Play, Molly Mall, MC Shan, UTFO, Jungle Brothers, and more. Okay, bro, so you grew up on like classic golden age hip hop. My favorite rapper out of that whole list, I know that's not what you're asking for, but I'm thinking about it right now because I'm reading your comment. I don't know if I like Rakim more or LL Cool J more. But yeah, I like Kane. I like LL. I like Rakim. There's nobody on that list that I necessarily dislike. There's just people that I'm more familiar with than others. KRS, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at this rap shit like it's like a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when you start talking about like subgenres. Like when it comes to lyricism, I feel like we all come from that tree of like Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Like Rakim was like that. He was like that first, like not necessarily the first, because like what is first or who is first, but for lack of a better way of phrasing it, Rakim was like the first like mainstream lyricist that had like pop success. Like he was popular, like he sold records being a lyricist, and he kind of changed what lyricism was. You know what I'm saying? Like Rakim's brand of lyricism was more complex, and it was more like kind of offbeat than what came before him. You know what I'm saying? He kind of shifted the paradigm for lyricism. So I look at it like so, and I care about that shit. Like I love hip hop. I love music, but I really love hip hop. So I look at Rakim like he's like my great grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Because without him, you know what I mean? Like, you know, without Rakim, there's no Nas. Without Nas, there's no like Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, without Rakim, without Nas, there's no me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, 100 niggas versus Silverback Gorilla. Because you need people to be the flag bearers. You need people to be the flag bearers, the torch bearers. You need people like what happened between Drake and Kendrick was great for hip hop because it put lyricism to the forefront. Where it's like, nah, nigga, these niggas is rapping. They really rapping. Like they like not none of that cute little sing-songy like TikTok bullshit. These niggas is really rapping, like they spit. You know what I'm saying? And it's making everybody stop and pay attention to the spitters, to the real lyricists. And you need that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need that because the lyricists are the best rappers, man. Like, if you're a songwriter and you're just like a hit maker, like you know, like trying to think of somebody modern, like a modern hit maker that's not really like a lyricist. Damn, I'm trying to think. I mean, like Future, right? Like Future can rap. Like I personally think that I like Future. You know what I'm saying? I think Future can rap. You know what I'm saying? I do think Future can rap. But Future's not really like known as like a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he's really known for. If you're just a hit maker, like you know how to make some catchy, like auto-tune type shit, you know, trap beats, drill beats. If you make that type of music, man, like it's cool. But to me, you'll never be cooler than a nigga that can just captivate an audience with his words. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like some ancestral type shit. Like, because it's like when you think about campfire stories, right? You know what I'm saying? When you think about bedtime stories or campfire stories, when a motherfucker can just tell a story and it's so vivid, it's so intricate, it's so believable. You know what I'm saying? That it got you like on the edge of your seat, like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more. Tell me more. Tell me more. To me, that's what a great lyricist can do. Like a nigga that can really rap his ass off, he can have you on the edge of your seat. Like, God damn, like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more. You know what I mean? So the lyricist will always be the top of the food chain when it comes to this rap shit. Like it is, like straight up. Like, you know, songwriters are cool. You know, I'm a fan of songwriters, but the lyricists make or what hip hop is built on, like being a spitter, being a motherfucking rapping ass rapper. I can't pick the best one because it's my history, and I need all of them to make me in a sense. Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. That's when it changed. When Painful album came out, hip hop changed, the cadence changed. Yeah, it's crazy how much it's changed. Like I was just listening to I was listening to a Gangstar album like a month ago. I was at work and I was listening to a Gangstar album. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the name of the album. But anyway, I'm listening to this Gangstar album, and you can just hear how different hip hop was at that time versus where it is now. You still got artists like on the underground, or you got like more like niche rappers, you know, like NICHE. You got more like niche rappers that are still making hip hop in like the traditional old school sense. That's kind of what them Griselda niggas is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they have like more of that like traditional, like taking it back to the foundation type of shit. And I think that shit is cool. I'm a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I rap to them type of beats too. But I always think that it's important to move the genre forward. Like it's important to like experiment and try new shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's important. I mean, when you experiment and you try new things, there's gonna come a lot of criticism and ridicule is gonna come with that. Like I remember when I heard 808s and Heartbreak. Like when the first time I heard Kanye on like 808s and Heartbreak, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the Kanye West I wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? But 808s and Heartbreak was like a classic album for Kanye. And it was a very influential album. So somebody has to be willing to die on the hill, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody got to be willing to bleed for the sake of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like you might make an album or make a song that's like super creative, but it's so next wave. It's so like futuristic that motherfuckers people can't really relate to it, or they can't quite see the vision right now, like right now in the present. And that's just kind of like a sacrifice. It's almost like a sacrifice you have to make when you're trying to push the genre forward and challenge yourself to do some new shit. Because if everybody's rapping to samples, then literally no new music would ever be made. If everybody was just recycling the same fucking vinyl samples over and over and over again, there would literally be no new music. There'd be new lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Like there'd be new fucking words. But as far as the music, the actual like the music, the sound bed, the soundscapes, they wouldn't be new. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, we gonna keep sampling these same records over and over and over. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's cool. Like it's cool. And I can't be a hypocrite and act like I don't enjoy those type of records because I do, but I'm always more excited about like when I hear some shit and I'm like, nigga, I ain't never heard nothing like that before. Like that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like an example I always give is like Kendrick's track, like DNA. When I heard DNA, that shit blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, nigga, I ain't never heard nothing like this. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is next level. Like, versus when I hear Kendrick on like The Heart Part 6. The Heart Part 6 is an amazing song. Like, I love that song. It might be my favorite song from GNX for real. But it's just refried beans. You know what I'm saying? It's refried beans. It's more of the same. It's what you've already heard before. You know what I'm saying? So it's put it all in the hole, just put down. So people don't tell us that now. We remember it's vision at the day's end. Then we shake in, just smoke stuff out. Why you making like a mad girl? Cut it out. But you must be mad because I cut you off. You put that hole on sale below retail, still can't get nothing off. You bitches wouldn't make it to the compound. I mean, you hoes wouldn't make it to the condo. If you got the brain, you ain't gonna use that motherfucker, but you got the mind phone. You can see that shit through a blindfold. Yeah, just like blind folks. When they let it rip, it takes something out your ass like lipo. Bitch, you ain't gonna fuck with the real one. So he spilled some. So they come back home trying to be a good dad for his children. And they gotta come back for the real funds. Coming out your ass, you'll still run. Woo! I can't wait. But yeah, I know, like, I've really been holding myself. I'm kind of just talking about whatever because I know what my topic was, but I guess my parting thoughts, I guess. It's just like, I know I've been holding myself back by not being more active, like physically, like real world, like active. I know I've been holding myself back by not being more active. So I gotta be more active. It's just as simple. Like there's no reason to overthink the shit, do mental gymnastics. Gotta overthink it. Gotta overthink it. Gotta be more active. Gotta be more active. Gotta be more active. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only go so far just making videos in like the void. You know what I'm saying? Like just making videos in your room or making videos in a green screen room or some shit. You can only go so far doing that. You have to get out here and be active, especially as a musician, because you need to meet other people because there's a chain. There's a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody and then you meet somebody else and you meet somebody else. So I got to get out here and get busy, man. Put my best foot forward. What's up? What we got in here? Hit the like button, subscribe, check channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. Talk to me. I talk back. I gotta tell somebody that somebody said I look like Mike Conley. Are you Mike Conley looking? Said I look like Michael. That's crazy, bro. I've never heard anything like that, man. I've never ever heard anything like that. I've never imagined. You know what's crazy? One of my coworkers said I look like Idris Elba. I was like, huh? Like, you know, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. You know what I mean? But that's not an insult. Wasn't Idris Elba voted like sexiest man alive or some shit a couple years ago? So I'll take it. I'll take it. I fuck with my nigga Idris. I'll take it. But yeah, man, I'm focused on just focused on being focused, man. Like get back, you know, tip-top shape. Just be more active, man. Just get out here and really be more active. You know, because you're only holding yourself back. In the case of me talking about myself, I'm only holding myself back by not being more active. You know what I mean? You can't be the best rapper in the world like from your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be the best rapper in the world from the studio. Like you actually got to get higher in the world. You actually have to be active in the world. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. What's up? Who we got in here? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. What you hear playing in the background from the Bluetooth speaker, what you hear playing in the background is my mixtape. I did a mixtape. So I recorded a whole project called the Fire Breathing Dragon Files. Right? And I was proud of what I did. I was proud of the work. I was proud of like my lyrics. I was proud of the execution. But I kept recording more music, right? Originally, I recorded like 20 tracks or something for the Fire Breathing Dragon Files. And then I kept recording. I got to like 30 tracks and like 35 tracks. And then I was like, okay, well, let me just filter out the songs that don't sound as good. Excuse me, sorry. Let me just filter out the songs that don't sound as good as like the new songs, right? Because when I was working on the mixtape originally, I was just uploading rough mixes. My mixtape originally, none of those tracks were like mixed and mastered. They were all just a bunch of rough mixes, rough mix. And then after a while, I was like, man, I'm not putting my, like it's with this internet shit, like some people, there's more than one way to skin a cat, which is a weird ass saying. I don't know where that comes from. Like, there got to be some white people shit. But, and I love white people, but that's some white people shit. But anyway, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Some people believe in letting their subscribers see all of their growth, right? So they'll upload videos that are kind of janky, and then they'll show their audience like the growth, like the improvement, the evolution, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But me personally, like, I guess my ego or my sense of like perfectionism or whatever, I ain't really with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like, bro, instead of uploading a fucked up video, why not just take your time and upload a dope video? You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of uploading a fucked up video and being like, oh, well, this video's fucked up, but fuck it. Why not take that video down and then upload a video that's better? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if nobody saw the first video. Like, nigga, nobody saw your fucked up video. So why not just get rid of that? Because you personally know it's fucked up. You know that it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it ain't right. So why not just get rid of it, improve it, and then re-upload it? You know what I'm saying? Why, like, is that really gonna hurt you? Is that really gonna be so time consuming? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I approach this YouTube shit, man. Like, my early videos that were like real fucked up, I deleted all them motherfuckers, because you gotta look at it like this. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. So somebody could come across your YouTube channel and they're gonna see your fucked up video. And the world has no reason to give you grace, bro. The world has no reason to hold your hand and be like, well, I just found this new YouTuber and this video is like terrible, but I'm sure he's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic. When I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTube fan. I'm a YouTube consumer. I'm on YouTube all the time. I pay for YouTube Premium. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay for YouTube. Most people don't even do that shit. When I'm on YouTube, if I see like a fucked up video, like where like the audio is bad, the editing is bad, the shit it ain't synced right, like it's, you know what I'm saying? If I see a fucked up video, I'm not about to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna give that guy a chance because he's trying hard, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. That's not realistic, bro. If you upload fucked up videos, all you're doing is turning people off. You know what I'm saying? And the people that you're turning off could be the ones that help you get your watch time, that help you monetize your shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it, man. So I don't think it's a good idea to upload fucked up videos. Now, when you live stream, it's different because it's very common for people to kind of live stream like on the fly. You know what I'm saying? So when you live stream, you can be a little more like loosey goosey with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you live stream, you don't need to have like a studio or a set or or a particular like background or artwork or decorations. You don't really need that shit to live stream because when you live stream, typically you're on the go, you're on the road. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing for you to live stream and the live stream don't look perfect. That's cool. That's completely, you know what I'm saying? That's on par. Like that's completely normal. But when you upload a video, you know what I'm saying? Not a live stream, but a video, like content. And you had plenty of time to get that shit right, but you chose to not get it right. That says a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Paralysis through perfection is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can work so hard and concentrate so hard on being perfect that you end up not making any progress at all. Like you're so worried about making sure each step you take is perfect that you're not taking enough steps to make any real progress. That is a real thing. But at the same time, man, like if it's fucked up, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like if something is fucked up, if you need to be brutally honest and be like, yo, this is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, like I know rappers that upload videos, and it is what it is because I did it. When I was doing my freestyle series, right? I started doing this freestyle series in 2016. I was just at work thinking about this. I was doing a freestyle series. I started in 2016 and I kind of ended it in like 2022 because the videos I do now, they don't really feel like freestyles because there's so much like production value that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much editing and you know what I mean? There's so much shit that, my videos now they feel more like productions now. So it don't feel like a raw freestyle. But when I was doing all those freestyles, man, I wasn't really tripping on like my presentation. I really wasn't tripping on like making sure that I was like at my best, that I was like looking my best, that I was presenting the best. I was just worried about spitting some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm gonna go live or I'm gonna record myself, I'm gonna spit some shit. And because I'm a good rapper, people are gonna fuck with this. But that's not enough. That's short-sighted, and that's very, very naive. It's like, bro, just because you rapping your ass off, like people they're gonna criticize you. Like when you get in front of a camera, man, motherfuckers are looking at everything. Like they're looking at everything. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at your shirt, your teeth, your mustache, your hairline, like. You know what I mean? They're looking at everything. You know what I mean? Now, some people are going to be mature enough. Yeah, I guess mature. Some people are going to be mature enough to appreciate your content and like the message. And they're not going to care so much about like the messenger. They're going to be able to separate the messenger from the message. Like, hey, the messenger looked like a hot ass mess, but I got the message. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are going to have you know what I mean? Like some people are going to have the wherewithal. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have the wherewithal to be able to do that. But man, the internet it's dominated by the youth. The people who create the internet, you know what I'm saying, or created the internet, or I guess what we now know as the internet, the people who create this shit, the people who build these bridges, like these virtual bridges, they're older. They're in their 30s and 40s and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you think about like Mark Zuckerberg, and you know what I'm saying, like these people are in their 30s and 40s. But when you think about internet consumers, like social media consumers in particular, they're young. They're young as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with an audience that's automatically going to be like a little more immature because they're young. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a teenager. You're in your early 20s. You're going to be a little more immature. So young people, they're not gonna appreciate you the same way like older people do. You know what I mean? You gotta understand that shit. And then especially when you do what I do, based on my audience, like I'm a rapper, so naturally there's gonna be a lot of young motherfuckers that come across my music. You know what I'm saying? So if my music isn't packaged in a way that the younger people can really appreciate, then I'm playing myself. Because my channel is not necessarily gonna grow strictly on the strength of like an older demographic. Because the older demographic, they don't really consume this shit as readily and steadily as the younger people. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, they don't really live on YouTube all like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in your teens and your 20s and early 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be on YouTube a lot more. You're gonna be on Facebook a lot more. You're gonna be on Twitter. You're gonna be on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So realizing that that's the case, you're fooling yourself if you don't think that it's necessary to package your shit in a way that's gonna be attractive to that younger audience. That's just you're being a fucking fool if you don't understand that. That's the reason why, like when I'm rapping, I might rap to a 50 Cent beat, and then I might turn around and rap to a T Grizzly beat, or a Drake beat, or a Doja Cat beat, or a Boss Man D-Lo beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll rap to beats that I know a younger audience will fuck with. Like, okay, I know these young motherfuckers, I know they like this beat, I know they like this song. So let me cook that beat and let me bring them over here where they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't know who this nigga is, but he just cooked this Boss Man D-Lo beat. You know what I'm saying? He just cooked this NBA Youngboy beat. You know what I'm saying? Like he just cooked this Little Baby beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's the smart thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just rapping for old motherfuckers, good luck. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, well, I'm an OG and I rap for the OGs, man, OGs don't. You can't grow on these social media platforms just rapping for old motherfuckers. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Them old motherfuckers, they're not consuming your material, bro. They're not. Them niggas is paying bills. Them niggas is working 40 hours a week, maybe even 50 hours a week, maybe even 60 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might be working 12-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. Them niggas is working 60 hours a week. They paying child support, they paying fucking alimony, car notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not as tapped into your music as the youth would be. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, you don't really have shit to be responsible for. So you can afford to spend more time on YouTube consuming content, on TikTok consuming content. You know what I'm saying? On Twitch consuming content. You can afford to do that when you're younger. When you're older, man, old motherfuckers, man, they not really watching live streams all like that. They're not, because they're not online all like that. So if you're an old motherfucker and you're strictly making content for old motherfuckers, good luck with that shit, bro. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna need some muscle for that shit. You gonna need some muscle for that shit, because it's gonna be a grind. Because it's like, bro, you're making content for an audience that like technically don't exist, because old motherfuckers don't really be on YouTube all like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the type of content that they're into, it ain't necessarily your content ain't gonna speak to them. Like people from all walks of life, all shapes and sizes, all ages, right? They love true crime. I've never met a single soul that didn't like true crime. Christian, atheist, white, black, old, young, male, female, trans, everybody in between. Everybody loves true crime. So if you make true crime, so true crime is like a cheat code. To be honest with you, I thought about creating a true crime channel because I love true crime. And I'm always reading about true crime and criminal history and all of that shit. So true crime, and I might make a true crime. I might create a true crime channel in the future. But true crime is like a cheat code because everybody's into true crime. You know what I'm saying? But if you're making content about like finance, everybody's not, most people are not financially literate all like that. Most people don't really know like how easy it is to invest, how easy it is to buy stock, how easy it is to create a Robinhood account or to create like I invest through Fidelity. How easy it is to create a Fidelity account, how easy it is to invest in a Roth IRA, you know, a mutual fund, an index fund. A lot of people, they're not really financially literate all like that. They just know like, hey man, I go to work, I work my hours, I get a paycheck, I pay my bills. I repeat the process. I go to work, I work my hours, I get paid, I pay my bills, repeat the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how most people are when it comes to finances. So if you make a channel that's based on finance, it's probably not going to perform as well. It can do well because there are people that are into that shit. Like I subscribe to some finance channels because I want to get better at investing. I want to make my money grow and make my money work for me and start collecting passive income. And you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not generating passive income, you're always going to be broke basically. Until you make your money start to work for you, you're always going to be working for money. Like that's just the truth. So that's something that I want to be more educated on or more educated about and more well-versed and more, you know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people, they're not, but the people that are in the finance, they might not necessarily be into true crime. You know what I'm saying? They might not necessarily be into like trap music or battle rap or, you know what I mean? So you got to know who you're speaking to, you know what I'm saying? Or like fitness, right? Fitness content is for everybody because everybody's into fitness. Even if they don't own a gym membership, everybody admires a fit person. Everybody would like to be fit, but the majority of people just don't want to put in the work to be fit. You know what I'm saying? But they like the idea of being fit. Like, who doesn't like the idea of being fit? Why wouldn't you like the idea of it? But when you make fitness content, you're going to give yourself, if making fitness content is going to give you a broader audience than if you make like do-it-yourself content. You know what I'm saying? If you make content about like, this is how, like I painted my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like I just moved into my new house and I painted my bedroom. Like do-it-yourself home repair, home like decor or whatever. If you make that type of content, there's people that are into that shit, but again, it's gonna give you a smaller slice as far as your audience. Because how many people actually own a home? You know what I'm saying? More people listen to music than like home. There's more music consumers than homeowners in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? There's more video game consumers than homeowners. You know what I mean? So you got to realize who your audience is when you're making content. You know what I mean? If you're making content for an audience that's this big, then it's going to be harder for your channel to grow. Versus if you make content for an audience that's this big. You know what I mean? So you got to keep these things in mind.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe.
But yo, I got people joining, but they're kind of popping in and popping out, and I've been here for over an hour. But I will be back. Next time I go live, I'll probably be going live from the gym. But yo, man, I appreciate everybody that came by, man. Everybody who gave me some watch time. I need it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Only on Scope TV out. It's for the fortune, for a portion I was spinning slides. Stick around and get a prize.